color. It's just that I'm too lazy to draw. But I have enough energy to draw, but not have enough uh, energy to color. Does that make sense? Or is that just.
No, it makes complete sense to me. And Jenny, have you ever drew something and gave it as a gift to someone?
I did do that a lot the year before this, but I don't do that anymore.
Okay. And do you ever make drawings for your grandparents?
No. I only showed them.
Only show them. And what about your parents?
Yeah, I did show them sometimes, not like all of the picture I'm gonna show them, and only some of the picture I'm proud of I'm gonna show.
Ah, okay. And some of your drawings, do you keep it in a folder or in a book, or you all these drawings?
I only keep it on my book because I trust it the most.
Say again.
I trust my book the most. Okay.
Okay, not a problem. And does your friends like to draw as well?
It depends, but I have some of my friends know how to draw, but they are really lazy when it's up to drawing. Really.
Oh, and do you guys have an art class at school?
Sure, we have, but
Mm-hmm.
we we sometimes did enjoy it, but not actually really kind of really enjoy it that much because we just like to draw however we want and not want to draw what people tell us to draw because that is boring.
Okay. And oh, I want to know, Jenny, have you ever entered a competition with art,
A,
or to paint something or to draw something?
yeah, a lot, like
You
really a
do,
lot.
yeah.
But I don't
And
do that much to this year because well, I'm kind of used to it and I'm kind of bored. Also, sure, I did get the prize and it's all fun and all, but it's not really fun that much anymore. So I just some of them I do accept, some of them I don't really accept. But those are the most saddest day because my teacher forces me.
okay, and you don't like to be forced.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, so Jenny, thank you for sharing that. So today we're going to talk about should teen criminals be locked up in adult prisons? Wow, what do you think? Should they be?
it depends.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And some say that teens who commit serious crimes should go to adult prisons. Others say that teens need to their own detention centers. What do you think? Okay, can you read for us the article?
Do the time. That's what lawmakers around the country are saying to teens who commit violent crimes. Currently, there are about 5,000 kids under 18 behind bars in adult prisons, and soon there may be more. Congress wants to pass a new law that would send teens as young as 14 to jail with adult criminals. These lawmakers argue that sending teens to juvenile prisons lets them off easy. They say that only hard time in adult prisons will convince a teen not to commit crimes. But not everyone wants teen criminals to be tried as adults. Many experts say that what teen criminals need most is a chance to turn their life around. They say that adult prisons offers little chance of a teen to reform. They only make young people more hardened and violent.
So let's quickly break down some of these words. So do the crime, do the time. Okay? That means so if you do the crime, you need to sit in prison and pay for what you have done. That's what lawmakers, who are the lawmakers?
The people who make the laws,
Uh-huh. And saying to teens who commit. What does it mean to commit?
like they will literally do that. Like gonna, yeah.
Fantastic. So currently there are about 5,000 kids under 18 behind bars. Wow. In adult prisons. Do you think that is right that kids under 18 should be behind bars?
It depends. It could be like they don't care about anyone. They just do whatever they want because, well, at a young age we could enter period like right. So our whole attitude just flip around. You know, just think we always right and that's it. You know, it's depend though. But if someone is that fragile and they didn't mean it because someone who forces them to do that and then see someone get out but they not, then I don't really think they should go in prison.
No, I agree with you. Okay. So Congress. Oh wait, there we go. And soon there may be more. Congress wants to pass a new law that would send teens as young as 14 to jail with adult criminals. These lawmakers argue that sending teens to juvenile prison. What is juvenile prison?
A prison is for young people.
Yes. Well done. Let them off easy. So they said that only hard time in adult prisons will convince a teen not to commit crimes. So, but not everybody wants teen criminals to be tried as adults. Many experts say that what teen criminals need most is a chance to turn their lives around. What does it mean to turn their lives around?
It's like their life could go opposite what they have living before.
Yes, perfect. They say that adult prison offers little chance for teen to reform. What does it mean to reform?
Is to turn back time when they are just still very nice.
Yes, try how to change. So they only make young people more hardened and violent. Okay, so let's see. Why are some people saying, do you think that teens should be sent to adult prison? Why do some people say yes? Can you read that for us?
Kids who do adult crimes should serve adult time. Juvenile sentences are not tough enough for teens who commit violent crimes like murder. Violent criminals are dangerous and should be locked up, no matter how old they are. To do anything else is not just wrong, it's dangerous. The law needs to crack down on teen crimes and make our streets safe from gangs, guns, and drugs.
Yes. Okay. So kids who do adult crimes should serve adult time. Okay. Juvenile sentences are not tough enough. Okay. What does it mean? It's not tough enough.
It's like it's not okay. Um, it's like tough. It's like almost like you strict, but not strict enough.
Yes. There we go. So it's not strong enough. Okay, well done. Tough enough for teens who commit violent crimes like murder. Violent criminals are dangerous and should be locked up, no matter how old they are. To do anything else is not just wrong; it's dangerous. The law needs to crack down. What does it mean, crack down? Crack down.
As they need to, I don't know. It's more like drug to me.
Okay, so that means yeah, they need to figure out. Okay, they need to plan out on how to keep the teenagers off the streets and away from guns and gangs and drugs.
Okay.
So crack down. They need to figure out a way. Right. Let's see. What are some people saying? No, they should not be sent to adult prison. Can you read that for us?
Kids who commit serious crimes need serious serious help. They need to be in rehabilitation. Right? Yeah.
Rehabilitation. Yes.
Yeah. Or juvenile detention where they can clean up their act. Locking kids up with adult criminals only increases their problems. They don't get the help they need. Worse, adult prisoners will often attack young people in jail. Adult prisons is no place for kids.
Mm. So kids who commit serious crimes need serious help. We agree with that because we don't want them to commit crimes, but we also need to make them understand that to do a crime is quite a big thing and it's quite serious. They need to be in a what is a rehabilitation?
Oh no.
It's when someone goes to a place to get better.
Oh, okay.
Like a hospital to get better. So some kids go to it's a type of hospital or a care center that helps kids with who committed crimes or who did something wrong.
Okay.
Right? Or juvenile detention where they can clean up their act. Locking kids up with adult criminals only increases their problems. What does it mean increases their problems?
It's almost like a game is level up.
Yes, level up. Well done, well said. They don't get the help they need, whereas adult prisoners will often attack young people in jail. Yeah, we don't want that because young kids cannot defend themselves. Adult prison is no place for a kid. Now, based on what we have read, so you probably feel strongly about this issue. What is your opinion? Okay, explain your point of view, Jenny. So, do you agree? Do you think that teens should be sent to adult prison? Yes or no?
No, but we should send them onto a place that need to teach them again on what they have been doing.
Yes. Okay. So you're gonna refute, not refute. You are going to say no and give me 5 reasons why. Okay. With your examples, and then you're going to summarize your rebuttal. Okay. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Take it away.
So the reason I think that teens shouldn't be sent to adult prison is that they are just too young, basically on depending on a different kind of country. But even though some of the country have different set of laws and some of them are is crazy to notice that. But I'm still thinking that kids shouldn't be in jail, whether or not I know that they would go on that is like out of the law and they got they needed to be in jail and some a lot of people would think they deserve it. Sure, but maybe like they need a reason why they would do it. They can't just do that randomly. Sure, they could be a psychopath, but I know, but still we need a place that's perfect somehow for them to learn back what have they did and then start the activity when they get to the grown up lifestyle. And I think that even if we just give them let them in jail, sure it will help on some of them to stop what they're doing. But when once some of them get out, they still gonna like a few days they will be perfectly fine. But a few days later they would go back what have they done. But in this time it will increases what they have done with more violence inside with it. And then they would double the lifestyle in jail like still sure they could be in that they don't have to use their money to buy this or that still this sucks. So I don't really think kids should be in prison. Also the best I could think like most likely we could see in the movie is people who is in jail most likely to punch and do violence to each other. Yeah, so kids with adults who is the adults is more psycho than the kids, then I don't think they should be suitable in just the same place like that, no.
And in conclusion.
The in conclusion is teens shouldn't be sent to adult prisons.
And those are the reasons why I believe they shouldn't be sent to adult prisons. Well done, Jenny. That was really good. And I like the examples you gave. That's as a personal experience and your personal point of view. Okay, now moving on to our next topic. Should you change the way you dress because of what other people might think? So, Jenny, would you even consider changing the way you dress based on what other people think?
Well, I will probably, but Not really. If some of them are not perfectly in your type of age and people still judging you because of that, well, I did know that a lot of people from the internet just say no and just do what we love the most. But sometimes we also need to be understandable for what life is. Life is just not what a piece of chip you can just bite off. We're still gonna do something that people really need sometimes. And even though if we can do that, we can just do that on most likely to be other days you would have someone who actually know you the most. Or just in your house.
Hmm, I agree with you. Okay. So should you wear what you want or should you wear what others think you should wear? What do you think? Can you read for us the article?
Your parents have been complaining about the way you dress. They say that you can express yourself, but that maybe you should tone it down. Spiky hair is alright, but not all the time. As for the nose ring, they can live with it. They can live with it, but not at your grandmother's birthday party. You're sick of all these fashion rules and tell your parents that how you dress is no one's business but yours. But wait, you have to be yourself. A month later, parent-teacher conference roll around. You you've been doing well this semester, so you're not sweating it. But when you catch your parent heading off to the meetings, you can't believe your eyes. Your mother is wearing a red miniskirt and an enormous blonde wig. Your father's wearing a gross Hawaiian skirt and torn shorts. You're furious. You say you'll be the laughing stock of the school. They tell you they're just being themselves. Wow.
So what do you say now? Should you change the way you dress because of what other people might think? Okay, let's quickly unwrap some of these words. Your parents have been complaining about the way you dress. They say you can express yourself, but that maybe what does it mean to express yourself?
It's like you're gonna show how you really are.
Mm-hmm. Okay. For example, you can express the way you should tone it down. What does it mean to tone it down?
It's like you might need to hide it or you don't have to show that much.
Yes. Okay. Spiky is all right, but not all the time. As for the nose ring, they can live with it, but not at your grandmother's birthday party. Oh gosh. You're sick of all these fashion rules and tell your parents that how you dress is no one's business but yours. You have to be yourself. A month later, parent teacher, what is it? Conference.
Conference is most likely to be explained or tell.
Your meetings, gatherings. You've been doing well this semester, so you're not sweating it. What does it mean you're not sweating it?
It's like you're not worrying about it.
Yes. But when you catch your parents heading off to the meetings, you can't believe your eyes. Your mother is wearing a red mini skirt and an enormous blonde wig. Your father's wearing a gross Hawaiian shirt and torn shorts. What are torn shorts?
The shorts is most likely to be torn, of what people would say.
With holes in it.
Yes,
Yes. You're furious. You say you'll be the laughing stock of the school. What does it mean to be the laughing stock?
because everyone is gonna be judging you and laughing you.
Hmm. So they tell they're just being themselves. What do you say? Should you change the way you dress because of what other people think? So let's see what other people say yes. Can you read that for us?
It's a fact. People judge you by the clothes you wear. Sometimes that's wrong, but if you're meeting someone who doesn't know you, they don't always have much to go on. You may be a great person, but if you're wearing a skirt and with a skull on it, someone might find that frightening. You don't always have to conform, but sometimes it's best to dress according to the situation.
Okay, so it's a fact people judge you by the clothes you wear. Do you judge people by the clothes they wear, Jenny?
Nah, I don't really care. All I care is about the attitude and that's it.
Very true. I like that. Sometimes that's wrong, but if you're meeting someone who doesn't know you, they don't always have so much to go on. You may be a great person, but if you're wearing a shirt with a skull on it, someone might find it frightening. You don't always have to conform. What does it mean to conform?
Show or explain.
So to conform means to go according to other people.
Okay.
Okay. But sometimes it's best to dress according to the situation. Okay. So if you're invited to a wedding, you will wear a dress. If you're invited to a funeral, you will wear certain clothes that's required. So depending on the situation, that determines what to wear. But let's say what other people say. The way we shouldn't change the way we dress because what other people think. Can you read for us why they say no?
You should always be yourself. It's as simple as that. If people are shallow enough to judge you by the clothes you wear, that's their problem, not yours. Anyway, if your family and friends really love you, they'll get over what might scare them at first. Even grandparents probably have the stuff kids do seem strange to grandparents, but most of the time they manage to love the grandkids anyway.
Okay. So what does it mean if people are shallow enough?
It's like shallow is more like to be evil or judgy.
It's yeah, and also meaning that they like belittle, to belittle people, okay, to make them less important.
Oh,
Okay, because you wait, that's their problem, not yours. Anyway, if your family and friends really love you, they'll get over what might scare them at first. Even grandparents, probably half the stuff kids do seems strange to grandparents anyway. But most of the time, they manage to love their grandkids. So, okay, so now let's have a look at Jenny. What's your view on this debate? Think about the other side and defend it. Okay. So do you want to be for it or against the changing your dress code because of what other people think? Do you want to refute or support?
I'm a judge. Support.
Okay, support. Okay, so you're gonna think of four reasons. Okay, and examples. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, present.
So what I could think is I think we should change the base how we look on which people are telling you. Now I'm not trying to be nosy or trying to be rude about it. It's not at all a point. It's perfectly fine for all of us when we go through it. You're most likely to get used to it when you know it anyway. And I'm not just saying that for nothing. I'm saying that because I know that. And even though I know it's kind of quite sad because you have to change the how you look and you cannot show to other people, that is sad. But you need to know the best to wear what you love the most according to the situation. That's the most important stuff you need to know. And also, if if you were likely to love to wear colorful and kissy clothes, then what about the funeral anyway? You can't just go there with the clothes you love. You need to go there with based on the clothes is perfect to the situation yet that you're going. And so you could wear the things you love to your friend or just at home because well our home is home so we just do whatever we want. We can just show it to other people outside, you know everything right away. And even though parents and friends and all people come did say your fashion taste is weird, sure it could be counts because when you grow up, you might know the reason why and you want to rip the skin off when you saw your past clothes and past fashion tastes. It sucks, I know, but still, we've been all that really. So, in my conclusion is, I think that we should change our clothes according to the situation that we're going.
Like that. Well said, Jenny. So it's not about changing ourselves, it's about changing to the circumstances and the situation. And so people will accept us and also not be judgmental towards us. That was a really good point to make there, Jenny. So, Jenny, did you enjoy today's session?
Yeah.
Okay, so I said to your mom, okay, today we're going to just do in half an hour, and then on Sunday we're going to do an extra 15 minutes. So, Jenny, you must have a great day, and then I'll see you on Sunday.
Okay.
All right, Jenny, well done.
Okay. Bye bye. Thank you. Bye
Thank you,
bye.
Jenny.